Hey, YouTube PJ here. This is Dog Pound 24/7 coming at you with another video. Laying here in bed, being lazy, nothing to do during this pandemic. So I'm going to hit you back with another video. This video is on the prison lifestyle, prison survival. This video I'm coming at you with what kind of hustles are in prison, all right? What you can do to make money in prison, all right? So you're not broke and you're not laying back just thinking about time, all right? These videos, I hope, help the next man or help a family member that has a loved one or a friend that's incarcerated and and gets an idea what they're going through. Or I just hope these videos can help somebody. And I first want to start off by saying that I hope everybody is staying healthy during this pandemic and staying safe and staying home. I about lost my mind when I seen the governor of Florida opened up the beaches and I seen all those people, and I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, it's not about that, all right? So, different hustles in prison, all right? The biggest hustle in prison is weed, marijuana. Everybody smokes the shit, including myself. I had to. It kept me sane, and everybody smokes it, all right? That's a hustle. You don't even got to be the guy that's bringing it in. All right? You don't even have to be the guy that's bringing it in to sell it. All right? In prison, they sell, usually the way they sell it is they call them sticks. All right? Sticks in prison are joints about the size of a toothpick. All right? And you might be thinking to yourself, how in the hell is something like that going to get me high? All right? And it does. You get ripped. Believe me. Because your tolerance is way down. Believe me when I tell you these things. You smoke a stick to the face, you're going to be ripped for a couple hours. Or they sell them by quarters. They're not like a quarter in the street. A quarter in prison is, think of this, is a chapstick cap. They take the chapstick cap packet. That's a quarter. Alright? So what you can do, what I did for a while, is a guy used to go down every couple weeks and get the bag, and I used to buy probably 10 quarters off of him at a time. The more you buy, the cheaper it is. If roughly quarters are 20-25 bucks a quarter. So I'd buy that, and what I would do is I would break it down in the sticks and I would sell them. All right, and I'd get pretty much all my money back, smoke for free, and have extra, making money. So I did that, and what you do is when you make up sticks is you take a little tobacco and you put a little tobacco in the stick, and then you sprinkle that with weed, and you can sell it that way, and it makes it go further. So that's a hustle, selling weed. But before I get even further into this, if you're going to do a stretch, all right, in prison, you're going to go be doing a few years. You got to want to have a hustle. You're not going to want to be up there if you don't have anybody looking out for you in the street. Anybody, family. You burnt that bridge. You could be the guy that burned his bridge with his family. They want nothing to do with him. Or you just don't have anybody, all right? Whatever the case may be, you do not want to be hungry in prison because you starve in prison. So there's no reason to have nothing in prison. All right, there's so many different hustles in prison. I'm not going to be able to mention every one of them on here. It's just not enough time. I'm giving you the main ones in just different ways to make money. All right. The second good way to make a hustle and make money in prison is based on your job. You're going to get a job within the prison, all right? And whatever that job, 9 times out of 10, it's either you work in the kitchen, or you work down the infirmary, or you work in the storehouse, wherever it may be. Those are good places to work in prison because they have things that inmates can't get access to, all right? And you can sell stuff, all right? You get caught, knock on wood, you get caught, you're gonna get a ticket, and there's consequences behind it. But listen, everybody pretty much does what they have to do to make money. All right, you're taking a risk. I've never got caught, and I was doing it for 6 years. These kind of hustles. All right, when I worked in the infirmary, in New York State, the nurses do not like to give out stuff they don't need to be given out. Inmates will go down there, try to get stuff. The nurses don't like coming off the shit. It's like they're buying it or something. I don't understand it. When I worked in the infirmary, I would get things like bottles of lotions because I used to work down there, clean, mop floors, stuff like that. I'd get bottles of lotions, ointments, hydrocortisone, A&D ointments, anything you could think of down in the infirmary, I would get my hands on, bring it back to the dorm, and I would sell it. A bottle of lotion, I was selling for $7 a bottle, and they're like little bottles, all right? I would be selling those for 15 stamps, or I would get $7. Somebody would, when they go to commissary, give me $7 worth of food. That's a hustle. Working in the firm. If you work in the storehouse, you can get anything in the storehouse. You know, different. A lot of guys like to get waxed to keep their. If you're in a facility that you can buff your floor in your cube or your cell or whatever it may be. Guys like to get waxed. Stuff like that. There's just always ways to get money. All right. You work in the mess hall. There's stuff in the mess hall. Kool-Aid. Guys bring back bags of Kool-Aid, sell Kool-Aid, chicken. They get their hands on chicken or extra beef patties, stuff like that. Anything. The stuff is ridiculous the way you can move in prison and make money. During football seasons, but this what I'm about to tell you can come with consequences. During football season, I ran pick 4s, pick 6 parlay tickets. I ran one on my dorm that I was in, and I would do one on the yard. For everybody, I'd make up 100 tickets probably, and what I would do is I go around. It was for a pick 4. It was like 4 stamps. All right, you pick 4 teams on the ticket during football season, and then you do an over and under, and if they busted out, they didn't get their pick 4, I keep the money. That's a hustle. Okay, I remember I was sending, I'm not even kidding you, during football season, I was sending home about 200 stamps a week. And this is back when you could take the stamps back to the post office and they give you money for it. I was sending it home, and then I would have it sent back into my account. I was killing it. I had money. I had quite a bit of money after my bid. There's so many different ways to make money. You save your stamps, and that's money. Stamps up, postage stamps in prison, that's money. All right? And so is tobacco, packs of cigarettes. I mean, stuff like that. If you're a barber, I learned to cut hair when I was in prison. I didn't work in the barber shop, but I worked on the dorm. You get a clippers. Everybody wants haircuts. People don't like going down to the barber shop and sitting there. So I learned how to do fades, tapers, all that stuff. I'm very nice with that. I do my own hair today. I haven't been to a barber. I can't even tell you how long, 20 years probably. I do my own hair. It's not too bad. It's a little long right now, but I'm pretty nice with it, with mirrors, everything. Then I had hustles, so many hustles and so many different ways of making money in prison. It was ridiculous. I started drawing, all right? I found a talent when I first got up there. Because I got in with this, I'm not going to say no names, but this one dude I was up there with, he was a hell of an artist. And then I started doing it, and I realized I had a talent. And after a year of, I was nasty. I started doing portraits. Then from portraits to tattoos. As you can see on my left arm, I used my arm as a dummy hand. And as you see, my left arm's tatted. My right arm is clean. Couldn't tat with my left hand. So I started doing tats upstate. That's really good money. You get caught, you're going to the box. So I did a couple box stints because of tattoos. There's just so many ways of making money up there. You sell coffee. You get bags of coffee, $5-6. You can take rubber gloves. You fill each finger full of coffee. That's $1. All right, or whatever it is, soup. Okay, there's just so many different ways to make a hustle in prison. You want to make a hustle because you do not want to be the lazy guy. And another way, so you can eat every day. Here's another way I watch guys. What they'll do is that in prison when you cook, there's usually about 3, 4, 5 guys that'll get together and they cook every day. All right, what we used to do with the guy that didn't have money, he would wash our dishes and he'd get a bowl of food every day. He'd wash all the dishes after cooking, and that was his hustle. All right, or he'd do it for other people. It wasn't just us, for certain things. Or if you become a laundry porter, I became a laundry porter for about a year. All right, in prison, there's 50 something guys on your dorm, and on laundry days, they just throw their clothes in a net bag, and you just throw it in with 100 other guys' laundry, all right, into the washer. Some guys will pay you, which is a lot of people. I used to make, I'm not even kidding you, an extra 20 bucks, 20, 30 bucks a week just off guys that wanted their clothes washed separately and folded, and you bring it back to them, all right? So it ain't all wrinkled and everything and half wet still from the dryer. That's a hustle. There's guys on the dorm, they're porters on the dorm, which are trustees, but you call them porters in prison. They're on the dorm that don't want to do their job, so they'll pay somebody to do it. There's just so many different ways, man. I mean, just so many different ways to make money in prison. There's no reason not to have a hustle, a way to make some money, so you ain't starving every day. So with that, I'm going to close. If I forgot something and somebody wants to throw it in the comments below on different hustles, just throw it in there. Let me know. Or if you have any questions about something, I'll answer to you to my best ability or from my past experiences. And that's about it. And another hustle is you'll learn this too. If pills are your thing in prison, that's a hustle. I didn't get involved in that kind of stuff, though. That wasn't really me. So, but there's just so many ways not to be broke, all right? And like I said, yeah, you do have a job upstate. They do pay you. You get paid like 15 cents an hour. It's trash. Unless you get a good a good job in prison. Like I worked in the tailor shop for a year, which you get paid like 20, 25 bucks a week. I was killing it there. I just pocketed all that money. And yeah, man, there's just so many ways to make money in prison. And it's insane. And there's just no reason to be broke. And like I said, if anybody has any questions or if I forgot something, hit me back in the comments below. If you have something, put it there. People, hit that subscribe button. All right, as you can see, I'm being lazy and tired, laying up in bed. Thought I'd kick out a video to you guys. Hit that subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. I'll have more videos coming your way soon. Hit that like button, people. Please hit that like button. Everybody stay safe and healthy and corona free. Peace.